Morning, my brothers and sisters, dwelling in the shadow, dwelling in the shelter of the Most High, abiding in the shadow of the Almighty, not fearing the arrow that flies by day or the terror of the night. Though 1,000 fall at my side, it will not come near you. No evil shall be allowed to befall you, because you have made the Lord your dwelling place. He will command his angels to guard you in all your ways, You will trample on the lion and the serpent. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Psalm 91. I'm going to read it for you, or read half of it this morning, 7 or 8 verses. This is Psalm 91. Open your Bibles, read it with me. Verse 1. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. For he will deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his pinions, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness is a shield and buckler. You will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in darkness, nor the destruction that wastes a new day. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only look with your eyes and see the recompense of the wicked. All right, so think about this. God is our dwelling place. John 14, at the Last Supper, Jesus says, if anyone loves me, he will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and we will come to him and make our home with him. So the ultimate destination of the Trinity is inside of us. So the ultimate goal of this podcast and of all of life is to make our home with God. Be with me. It's the theme of the Bible. It starts that way. The first 3 pages of the Bible describes it beautifully. The last 3 pages describes it beautifully. And everything in the middle is this plan of restoration. So he is our shelter. And our desire is to wish to be so near to God that I abide in the shadow that's attached to him. He's the object of my trust, a place of refuge, and this military outpost of strength. We just finished Psalm 25, and I am actively engaged in this trust that we're talking about here of Psalm 91. When? Well, when it is tough. So this is not a rainbows and puppies psalm. There are many concerns. The psalmist talks about it in like almost every way possible. You have me over here dwelling in this shelter. Why? Because there's need for the shelter. Abiding in the shadow, because we need this refuge and fortress. And asking to be delivered from what? Well, there's this snare of the fowler, someone that's, hunting you, and or sickness, deadly pestilence. We need his pinions. So let's talk about this. What are pinions? Pinions are feathers, individual feathers, or collections of feathers in the strength of a like a feather array, like in a wing, or possibly the tail feathers used together as protections. So he's covering you with wings. So why does he need to cover with his wings? Because you're a baby bird and stuff is happening. And he is being faithful like a shield and a buckler. Well, what's a buckler? A buckler is a short wall, a small rampart for your protection. It's something that you hide behind when bad things are coming at you. So these are all about the protection of the Lord, his shelter, his shadow, his pinions, his shield, his buckler. And why is that? Well, you've got stuff that you can see, arrows that fly by day. Then you get stuff you cannot see, troubles of the world, terrors of the night. You're surrounded by the wicked and pestilence. You're in a battle with thousands or 10,000s. And so what does he promise you amidst all this difficult time. He promises you his presence, he abiding in the shadow, his attention, his judgment on evil, his protection, his faithfulness, his deliverance, and his ultimate victory. And what has he not promised? Well, he's not promised a perfect world. So there are fearful things in the night. There's falling around you of armies. There's active fowlers. There's people trying to snare you. There's deadly pestilence. There's arrows, destruction, and the wicked. And all through that stuff, all through those difficulties, we have this amazingly powerful and all attentive God. So here's the action point. Verse number 1, he who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. And then verse 2, I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. So I want to dwell in the shelter, O Most High God. I want to abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I want to say, this is for me. I choose this. I choose him. I put my stake in the ground, in your shelter and in your shadow. My refuge, my fortress, my God. I identify with you. I trust. I entrust. When? Well, when the fur is flying, when all around me are wickedness, terrors, fowlers, pestilence, arrows, and destruction. So this psalm is either true or it is not. It's either real or it is fantasy. It's a psalm for those who entrust or it is not. Choose this day whom you will serve. Do you want this for you? And where are you? Are you in the shadow? Are you in the shelter? Let me finish with verse 1. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Thanks for being here.